Hello. Hello, hello. It's me. A cough. Shoes. Blue shoes with a mild case of bronchitis. I'm here to talk about Merry Smissmass because I would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and Smissmass and holiday or whatever. Merry Christmas. More than that, Team Fortress 2 got updated. And I wanted to talk about this in the moment because that's a fun kind of thing when something happens is you get to record your reaction to it in the moment, the initial bit, you know? That's why reaction channels, and I'm not going to get into that, but my point is, let's just look at what we got this year. Compared to last year, I already know what maps are going to stay in the casual catalog. Like, it's obvious, really. The unusual effects, the taunts, the hats we got. Just a brief, like, summarization of what we got. You can look for yourself. Look at the Shonik video. I'd recommend that. It just shows everything. It's pretty good. But I like... All right, let's just start with the maps. Like, it's pretty obvious what maps are going to be added immediately. I got to experience these in Valve Vanilla Purity. My game was crashing after I was playing Pugs with some friends on these maps. It wouldn't load. It was some snow version of Badlands, so I couldn't play it with my friends. And I did I did the launch option for making your game pure again. My game got baptized essentially. Anyway, I played all the maps in like Valve Vanilla, no config, nothing in my custom folder, and I can already tell you the problems and the maps that are going to stick around most likely. Let's get to it. So, off the bat, Frosty, CTF, A tier. Amazing CTF map, and I hate CTF. This is something that I want to see like like SFM people making wallpapers of, with like just stock classes, or like, this is something that should take place in like an SFM movie or a Gmod shitpost. This is the perfect map for that. It features a working ladder in the back of spawn. Obviously, there's like Delphi problems on the map that are going to get solved within a week. Like, I mean, glitches, you know, but Frosty is like 9 out of 10. It's amazing. My first time playing on the map, I ran into a Nazi and a guy who wanted to vote kick him immediately. After that, though, I played, I think it was Frostwatch, which is like that one, I think it's called like Forest Watch. I'm sorry if I'm brain farting this. I really didn't care for the game when it came out. It looked nice, and there's a few like there's like 2 wallpapers people use, like a night and day thing you can see on like tech guru channels. Anyway, Frostwatch, Forest Watch, whatever. It's a Christmas version of that map, and I can tell you this: no one's gonna see the second half because no one knows there's a second half to the map unless you're steamrolling kids who just updated TF2 to play it before the bots come back. That's another thing I'd recommend, is play the game right now because there are 0 bots. That'll probably change by the time you're watching this, but when I got all these recordings, no bots. It was pure TF2. It was great. This was before like the software could be updated so like mad kids could troll, whatever. Frostwatch first, dog shit. You cannot push it. You can easily hold it. You need a collective gallon of gray matter to push this point. You need at least 3 medics. You need at least 3 heavies, and you can't have any idiots running scout. You need a bonk scout, pretty much. Whatever you can think, like the most pure pub like push. Like, I'm talking like the hardcore 3 a.m. Badwater people pushing in order to get across this point. I haven't even played second. It's so hard to push Frostwalk. You need to add like a flank route or something. Anyway, does it look nice? Well, it's fine. I'll probably go over these maps one at a time, but initial feelings are fix first, and then it's probably fine. Frost Cliff, I barely remember. It's kind of like Polar, if you remember from last year. I thought Polar was a fucking awesome map. I love Polar. I just wish the map maker didn't put presents everywhere on the map, so it could probably be featured in casual. But Frostcliff it's this year's version of Polar in that it's a good map. It doesn't have presence everywhere. This is one of the maps that I think's going to stick in the game like Frosty, because there's no presence anywhere. There's no like, it's not going to be like a Christmas sweater you wear after New Year's. You know, it's something that'll stick around for a little bit, and I think should stick around. We got Rumford. I actually played. I did a competitive test for Highlander on Rumford like almost a year ago when the map was in beta. I probably have the logs for it. I won't post them because I'm lazy and I just want to get this video out. But the map's creator was like doing this on the TF2 Maps Discord server, and it was like a bunch of Europeans versus Americans. And I got stuck playing like Pyro or Sniper, and it was one of the worst experiences I ever had playing competitively with a bunch of brackets around that. But Rumford's like process and Sawmill, if it was like a payload map, the texturing's fine. There's this funny error sign you can find that's where a treadmill or like a factory portion of the map would be. It's kind of funny. Coal Pit. This is the annual Crash map that gets in the game. You know Crash if you've tried ever making a map, or if you've made a map, you know of Crash. He's a fucking awesome, cool dude. But I would blame. There's actually a Coal Pit, just a gravel pit remake. It's fine. These actually kind of textures, if you were looking at the workshop about 2 weeks ago, you'd see there's a Dust Bowl variation that kind of has the same like kind of ice floor. I'm not really a fan of that. If you're going to include ice and water in the map, make it so people can get wet, so you can give the Neon Annihilator some purpose besides making it just trash. Overall, I would recommend, off the top of my head, Frosty, Rumford, and Frostcliff. And don't play Frostwatch unless you haven't played it before. And Coal Pit's okay. It's fine. It's just Gravel Pit, but it's not like something I love Gravel Pit, and I could do a bit with the Hypnotize Gravel Pit thing from earlier, but I'm trying to do this off the cuff, and honestly, it's not really, it's not bad, it's just not for me. The cosmetics, I'll be frank, most of them are pretty good. I don't know why they added another fucking weird thing on top of Soldier's head that's pretty pointless. I don't know the names of them, and I'll probably learn them later, but there's no real point to it. Like, anyway, there's a heavy set that's really cool. They added an engineer set that works for winter. So they added like a festive Bills hat, right? They added a festive Bills hat that I saw someone unbox an unusual, which is, it's like, okay, we have an unusual Bills hat now. Besides that one guy who like had a health problem or like it was for his wife. I don't remember the story. There's a Casper video or something on that. Besides that, the unusual effects were all kind of post 2015 unusual effects, if you know what I mean by that. Like it's kind of a blur when you look at them from a distance. You can't really tell what it is unless you've had one before. Other than that, just like the best case we've got in a while. Makes me wish they would add like what I don't get about these updates, right? These seasonal automated updates is like Valve could easily like just change the textures of the contractor, release a new contractor for like spring of next year, and make it so that like you can include, like, a bunch of people are obsessed with war paints recently because obvious reasons, and I don't like them. I'm glad if you can like them. My point is, you could like take the contractor and you could make it so that it drops unlocked crates, kind of like in the normal contractor for like the weird. It's the collection that includes the cow skin and the plaid skin that people do trade ups for. Anyway, you could take these workshop like whole set old school collections of skins, not war paint skins, and just put that in the contractor. You could also like obviously just throw in an achievement or an achievement item strangifier, so people can finally get like their own Dragon's Fury Strange or just strange variations of those weapons. I just want a strange the heavy minigun. It skips my mind. Beyond that, I'll just say it's the taunts were great. I have no problem with the taunts. Really love the Russian rub down. I need a Russian rub down. I will just say overall for post Robin Walker, just kind of offhand based off the Tyler McVicker idea of how many people are working on the game part time. This update is an 8 out of 10. Pretty good. I think it's a little bit better than Christmas or of Halloween this year. Scream Fortress. It's pretty good. Yeah, give this one a play. Don't play Frostwatch or you'll have a bad time. Take care.